Hi, welcome to this week's G.I. Joe toy review. We are redoing the Skystriker with Captain Ace. But before we get to the Skystriker and Ace, let's do our shout outs of the week. Starting with 48 South Loudon Street, which is the address to Back to the Media, where you can get all your video game needs from the Atari all the way up to current systems. And you can get games for each console, as well as CDs, DVDs, uh, music, movies, and more from there. So definitely go ahead and check them out. And while you're in the neighborhood, definitely go out and check out Time Traveler Toys and Collectibles, where you get all your Time Traveler needs and for toys and games and all kinds of stuff. So definitely go ahead and check them out. And while you're there, I mean, I got this off of eBay. Actually, a friend of mine purchased it for me some time back, and I reviewed it that summer, actually. So I do thank my friend Alicia for that. This jet was $175 on eBay. I couldn't pass it up. But I always wanted a Skystriker in my collection, but it was too expensive for my parents, or for my mom anyway, so I never got to have it, so I finally get it now as an adult, which is pretty cool. But back to our shout-outs of the week. We are going to 80 Weems Lane now, which is the home of Four Color Fantasies, where you can get all your comic book needs, dating back all the way to the Marvel and DC and Image and IDW and all points in between. So definitely go ahead and check them out. And if you're hungry for Jamaican food, I suggest Tropical Island, right there on Piccadilly Street, across from the Hanley Library, where you can get all your Jamaican food. So definitely check them out. It's a good place to get some good Jamaican food, so definitely go there. So while you're there, definitely check them out. And if you're looking for a bank to go to, may I suggest Bank of Clark or United Bank, where you can get all your banking needs met. Both are good banks, so definitely check them out. And after you leave the banks, and being that Cobra Island is a proud supporter of mental health awareness, may I suggest going to seeing Robert C. Brown at Healing Grace Counseling Services at 133 West Pascowan Street, suite number 10. And if Rob doesn't have what you're looking for, may I suggest going to Northwestern's Community Services and definitely checking them out and seeing what they have to offer. So go ahead and do it. Either way, you get some good mental health help that you need. So definitely check them both out. And when you leave there, if you're looking for insurance for your car, your boat, your motorcycle, I don't know if they do jets, but hey, it works. You can get renter's insurance, homeowner's insurance, all kinds of insurance at State Farm. And like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And once you leave there, if you're looking for a good place to get your tank full as well as your belly, may I suggest going to Sheets, and you can get all your made-to-order food as well as other goodies and whatnot. Definitely check them out. And whatnot. And if you got a tree stump in your yard and you want that removed, or you just want that tree removed, period, or just to get it trimmed, you can get a hold of Mixed Tree Services. It'll get the job done for you. So that's our shout outs of the week. So let's start with looking at Captain Ace. Before we do the Skystriker, we're going to look at Ace, starting with his file card, where it says codename Captain Ace, G.I. Joe pilot. And then you got a picture of Ace right there. And it says, grade is an E03 captain. Birthplace is Providence, Rhode Island. And his name is Brad J. Armbuster. It says primary weapon is a KFSA semi-automatic pistol. And it's the quote, the text reads, Captain Ace would rather fly than do anything else. He is a civilian pilot. He was a civilian pilot in Alaska then worked as a stunt pilot before joining the Air Force to become a combat pilot. He has an intuitive knack with any kind of aircraft and an equally uncanny gift as a poker player. He can coax the most out of any plane and almost always holds the winning hand in a game without even cheating. And that kind of actually reminds me of a episode where Cobra destroys all the money, and Ace always he had 4 aces in his hand, but his cards got tore up before he could actually win the hand. You guys got to watch that episode; it's kind of funny. But here's his figure stand, upraised G.I. Joe logo, Captain Ace on the front. Here's his pistol, and he also comes with a little shot-off rifle, as well as his a pilot's helmet. And this is Captain Ace. This is not his typical uniform, because if you remember the uniform from the Finch's toy, it was like a spacesuit kind of looking thing. But this was more of a combat pilot type thing. And I kind of noticed, if you actually look at his head, he kind of reminds me of Tom Cruise and Top Gun, which I don't think is uncanny, because the Skystriker is actually a model of that jet that was in that movie. But, it's pretty cool. But he's got his gray jumpsuit on with different colored grays with little cream tints to it, some black highlights throughout it. He's got his holster for his pistol right there. But let's take a look at his articulation. His head can rotate the full 360. His arm can raise to his side. He's kind of stiff, but it could go to about right there. He can rotate the arm a full 360. He can bend at the elbow so far, rotate at the elbow just below the bicep. He's got a wrist swivel. But due to the web gear, you can't really see his ab crunch feature, even though he has. Actually, yes, you can. But his legs can't do too much moving due to the web gear is connected to his legs. His leg can lift about so far due to the web gear. He does have a double knee joint. His ankle can pivot like this. He can rotate all the way around. And let's look at Ace all set up in his battle gear. So here is Mr. Ace all geared up. Ready to fight some Cobra. Ready to pop into the jet, to the Skystriker. But I'm going to show you that after we look at the Skystriker. So let me put Ace back off to the side. But before, let's take a look at the accessories. For the Skystriker, it does come with one bomb that can go onto the under the undercarriage. It does come with 2 of these missiles, which I'm showing you one right now because I got the other one still attached to the Skystriker. And it comes with 2 of these missiles, as well as 2 of these missiles. So the Skystriker does come fully equipped. So let me show you the fact. Here's how you can place them. The smaller missiles go right there. So with the dumbbell peg, you can set the missiles on there any way you see fit, but I just think it looks better with these 2 smaller missiles right here in the front. And then you got these bigger missiles that go toward the center of the undercarriage, right here on these dumbbell pegs. Make sure it's all lined up when you put them in. And then these missiles, these longer skinny missiles, go right on the sides. Like right there. And the bomb slides right there in the middle. But they are kind of loose, so any shaking of the Skystriker will detach the missiles. But sorry for those stains right there. I have no idea how they got there, and they're hard to remove. It took me hours, and I still can't get them completely off. But that's how the missiles will attach. So let's go ahead and flip this thing over. As you can see, it does roll on the 4 wheels of the landing gear. But it does have a gun right there. And the canopy does lift open, which you can see the seating. So let's go ahead and take a look at Ace getting into the Skystriker. So let me pull him up over here, take his rifle out of his hand. You know, keep his gun in his pocket because it does look good. But it does fit in a tight little squeeze, but you can put him in there. And it does close properly with him in there. And so he's ready to fly the Skystriker. And the wingspan, pretty nice looking wingspan. But they can close in by pulling this lever here, which I'll show you here in a few. And then he does have the tail fins, back wings. And then you got thrusters right here in the back, which are pretty cool looking thrusters. But let me show you how this works. You just pull this level up like this, and it folds up. And actually it does lower the landing gear on the Skystriker by pulling it. So let me show you how it operates. So you pull it back up to get the wings out. You push it back. Brings the wings out, and as you see, it does lower the landing gear. So you get plenty of play features. This is flying mode with the wings tilted back, but then you push it back, landing gear pops out, and the wingspan comes back. So let me put the 2 missiles back on it that fell off. You see, like I said, any kind of jarring does make these missiles fall off very easily. So, I mean, but they do hold up pretty good on there for what it's worth. But, you know, any kind of heavy moving does cause the missiles to fall off. But, I mean, this is a very awesome jet. I mean, like I said earlier in the video, I always wanted this. So, but, you know, it just didn't work out in my plans due to financial situations as a child. But I did love this vehicle. Bring Ace back out, so that way I can show you how he stays up next to the Skystriker here in a moment. But let me set him up so we can take a look at it. So here's Ace standing next to the Skystriker. The biggest Cobra jet that I own in my vehicle armory that will coincide with the Skystriker will be the Python Patrol Conquest. But I got a jet that's just perfect size for this to rival it will be the G.I. Joe Conquest X30. So, so the Python Conquest actually has 2 rivals in my collection, the Skystriker and the G.I. Joe version of the Conquest. But it's still a good dog fight. Cobra still has a dog in the fight, so to speak. But tune in next week as we break away from the aerial battle, the aerial wars, for a week where we will be looking at the Stinger Assault Jeep. So tune in next week to see that. But this has been the Skystriker and Ace. So until next time, now you know, and knowing is half the battle. See you in the next one. Peace.